Aquarius, how's it going? This is Mary with Seer. This is your November 16th through the 23rd weekly tarot. Hey, I think you're going to like this. Start with Autumn. I pulled 3 oracle cards because the energy is so switchy. Autumn. So, it's time to release what is no longer working for you again. So we're doing that a lot these days. Aquarius. Know that better things are there for you. They're asking, your angels and ancestors are asking for you to have the strength to release what doesn't work anymore. So you can make room for what's coming. Okay? We'll just put it like that. And then you are the high priest. You know what that is? I believe it's like the magician in these cards. So the high priest talks about, well, you have a direct connection with the spirit world and intuition and guidance, and you may not even understand how strong that is yet. But all you really need to do is envision what you want, because everything you do is changing your future. So be careful. Be careful. So, but whatever you can envision, every step you take is getting you there. Intend and create with your intention what you want to create. What have you always wanted to create? Okay? And then last is, well, talk about the stag now. You say, I knew I was a stag, I knew it. Well, here's your confirmation. A stag or a stagette. Anyway, so this talks about trusting that what you put into play, what you can envision is unfolding and is yours. It is already yours. Trust, it will unfold in front of you. And these antlers right here, well, those are protecting you. You know what they're protecting? Your guidance and your intelligence. Isn't that cool? And your connection. And then if you need to, well, you can poke somebody with them that's getting on your nerves, you know. Get them out of the way. Clear some brush. You got to walk through, stuff like that, you know. But anyway. So, you're a leader. You're born to be a leader. So, get busy. It's time to do your leading. Time to think about it. Your intentions. Leading behind what no longer serves you. So it's a good one to start with, because you're going, why do I have to leave something behind? Because you were born to lead. Yeah. And you get all that attention that you love anyway. And respect with it. So be careful what you intend. Do good works. Oh, that's weird. Put that away. That's an apology. We'll see if it comes back up. Okay, so pretty cool. Those are pretty cool. I like it. There's been getting some pretty good cards. Major growth. Major growth. I love that. Well, because you guys are such visionaries, you know, you see the bigger picture. Like, you guys have a different kind of intelligence, you know? Different kind of intelligence. It's really neat. Very unique. Okay. Star card. Okay, so when it's reversed, it could be that, you know, it hasn't been so easy to follow the guidance. You know, it hasn't been easy to have your dreams come true, your desires. And so we'll leave that there right now. The Chariot, you could feel stuck or even feel like you're moving backwards with the things that you have wanted in the past. We're going to keep going because I can kind of feel where it's going to go. Judgment. But then you realize maybe those are the things you need to discard. The things you're not supposed to take with you. So Judgment says, oh, I get it now. I understand why. Now I can leave this behind. Then I don't have to replay those same lessons, right? Because I learned something. I'm getting called forward to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Or the next thing I'm supposed to be doing, right? And the Four of Wands reversed, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy when you go through a divorce or a separation, or you have to move out of a house or your relationship. You have to leave a relationship to do the right thing, to do the right thing, to do the best thing. But sometimes sometimes that's part of shedding the old, you know. Ace of Cups reverse says, well, this is the promise of love, self-love. When it's reversed, it's still obtainable. It just needs to be embraced, okay? So this separation and this work that you're going to be doing and moving forward with the guidance is going to help you connect to yourself, and you're going to really see how amazing you are. And it'll be easier for you to accept why you're this way and love yourself because of it. It just wasn't being, you know, when we're trying to live what everybody tells us we're supposed to do instead of just embracing who we are and letting that work for us. But when people that want to put us in a box, or, you know, society or whatever says that we're not okay and you have to have ADHD medicine or whatever, instead of just saying, my brain works this way for a reason, let me find out why. See how different that is? That's what embracing your gifts and finding out who you are, how that's going to change it, because you're going to understand why you're the way you are, and you're going to love who you are, because you were made that way for a reason, so you could lead. Of course you're different. How in the hell are you going to lead otherwise, right? Kind of simple when you look at it that way. Okay, so that's getting past the broken heart, all the pain in your heart, people putting you down, or you having to make decisions that people didn't understand, okay? There's a reason. There's this thing that, you know, been coming up on Geminis. I'm a Gemini, so been coming up on our readings. There's nothing is wasted. And I think this really could apply to you. You'll understand why all those things happened. Okay? Keep your connection, release what you need to. And if you don't understand it all now, know that you will. You'll understand more. Every day you walk more on your own path, and with your intention, you will understand more than you could ever imagine. And it'll be better than you could ever imagine too. Because when you walk with your angels and your guides, you never really feel alone, especially when you have love for yourself. Then you complete that part. And you can decide who you want in your life. You don't need anybody. It's just whatever you really want. Okay. So, the Four of Pentacles reverse talks about, talks about flying out of my hand. Talks about, let's see, like releasing that feeling that I have to hide everything, that I have to control everything I say. Okay? You can relax, let go, and just be who you are. You know, but remember to walk your path with intention, and it's like do good works. You know, because you don't have to hide anymore. Because hiding that was not what. How can anybody be happy when we can't be who we are? I don't know. Such a simple question, right? Page of Wands reversed is about it's kind of feels like that looking at one's actions that maybe weren't the best, or you know, maybe you're already at the place where I don't want to do things the same way because they just felt like they were wrong. Maybe some decisions were wrong, or people did you wrong. You know, people maybe made promises they didn't keep, or maybe you did things for them, or you were with them and then they had no desire to be with you, or maybe they cheated on you. Maybe you weren't supposed to be with them anymore. And so you wonder why. That's like that thing that I was saying. You'll understand why things went the way they did. Because sometimes it's about redirection to get you to your happy place. How would you have known if all those things hadn't happened? Because it wouldn't have been that drastic. You know what I mean? So Temperance says, just do your healing, Take care of yourself. Don't try to heal. Watch the drugs. There's a drug thing here saying that you don't need them. Do what you got to do to heal and get healthy. Okay, so you can hear the real messages. Okay? Okay, let's talk about the Chariot now. Chariot reverse is like I'm going nowhere. I'm spinning my wheels. I'm in this wheelchair and I'm upside down. Okay? How can I possibly move forward? And the spike in my head, well, that's just going to stick in the dirt. There's two of them, actually. But anyway, well, start planting the seeds of what you want. Start setting your intentions for what you want your future to be. Setting your intentions. Intentions. That's not being very, you can hear it very well. Okay, so that's how we start. Okay? And they take time to grow. But know that these are yours, and this is yours. So you don't have to worry about somebody taking it. It's yours. It was always meant to be yours. The leadership, that's yours. The knowledge, that's yours. Always been yours. We're just getting you here, okay? Always been yours. Okay? Justice. Ah! And you have justice now. Why didn't I have justice before? Because not in the right place. You got justice, you got a third arm here, and you got a fish and a crocodile. I don't know, something that looks like that. Anyway, that's funny. And you have 4 keys. And 2 swords. So, balance of the light and dark. Justice in your life. Because it's yours now. Nobody's going to control it but you. Okay? Okay, King of Cups reversed. So, well, King of Cups reversed, masculine energy is somebody that is, they could be, it's that addiction thing again. The drinking. Major addiction here to avoid emotional pain. Could be abusive. I don't know if this is you. Or somebody that you've been dealing with, but it's not needed. Okay? This is something that is not going to serve you. It will get in your way. Okay? Maybe that's why the Chariot was reversed before. It's not planting the seeds that are going to grow. Okay? Not in a good way. Just like, it's just like a warning. Okay. So it's a male energy. It doesn't have to be male. You know how that goes. Okay. So we have Judgment card. Let's talk about that. We have the 9 of Wands. So not wanting to quit, knowing that things can get better. So Judgment saying, yeah, I'm going to work on this. I can see what I need to release, and it feels like a lot right now, but I know that it's going to get better. You have that information. You're going to be getting guidance. And it might seem, but you got to trust. You just got to trust. Like, you know, I had to do a lot of this year, so I said, they wouldn't lead me here to be just let down. I wouldn't have this guidance so strong and so peaceful if I was supposed to just hit a wall and have nothing. And just remember that. And just look at, what am I not seeing? What can I do in this moment? Because it's not all going to be handed, but the places will be there if you look. The answers. Okay? So it's all of these. But it also gives you, it helps you become resourceful to where you have more confidence in yourself and you love yourself more. And then you have another little stress thing that you hadn't dealt with before, and then you deal with that and you have a little guidance and some action. And it's not a lot, it's just different, you know. And then you get to another place, you go, wow, and then you have these great triumphs here and there, and you have just what you need to get to the next place for your next little lesson. But you're on the path, and before you know it, you've come. Okay, so say you had a mountain this big, and each little piece was this big. Before you know it, you're at the top of the mountain. You're going, I can't believe all I've done. And I did it in small steps because I listened. You see? It's really important. Okay, so King of Pentacles is under here. So we have Judgment, right? Oops, got myself in the. Good thing they're not sharp, huh? Just Judgment. And then we have, I don't want to give up. I'm still willing to fight. I'm sitting under the stairs, kind of tired, but I'm not giving up. King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is, this is like the person that everybody wants to marry because he's got property. He's like the perfect husband, you know. And maybe this is who you want or who you want to be like. You want people to respect you as having something and having integrity and having honesty and being loyal and all that. And, you know, or you want to have this type of person. This, this could also represent somebody you know like that. And then I have the Page of Swords, so, you get another card there. Page of Swords, so, this is air energy. So this is not, this is finding out that something may not be true about this situation, this person. Or maybe even though you wanted somebody like this, wanted to be like this, it's funny how this one's been coming up in the readings lately. It's like, it may not be what it looks like. That's the way it's been coming up lately. And I never really read it that way before, but it's interesting. And then I have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords says, I can see the truth or anything. It doesn't matter how it appears. Okay? I know when something's a lie. So it looks like that with this new incorporation of your lessons, that you know that you can see beyond somebody's illusion, even when they appear to be everything. Okay? Sorry about that. I'll have to get that later. Let me just... Sorry, let me pause. Sorry about that. It's a good thing I took that call. It's important. Okay, so we're talking about the Queen of Swords. So now we're talking about the unhappy, like the breakup, the unhappy home. Okay, and the Moon. So this is, I don't know, this is like being run by maybe some stuff from our childhood that we don't want to look at, like from some trauma. Let's get another card there. It's from trauma, some trauma. Sometimes I run my words together. Ace of Swords is cutting through the truth. I mean, understanding what happened here and seeing what's salvageable and what's not. And it looks like that, you know, something needs to be released here, or at least understanding, understand where the truth is and the deception that occurred here. Why the deception? Maybe looking at things for what they are. One more card is the Seven of Cups. That a Seven of Cups is always about confusion in love and not really knowing what's real and what's not. So seeing what's real, what was your part in this, what wasn't, what was real, what was illusion. And feels like there was turmoil here. So, so Aquarius, it kind of seems like you had a feeling that something was off. And so all I can say is I'm getting this thing like, you're not crazy. No, you knew it. So it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks, right? Because you knew what the truth was. So let's talk about the Ace of Cups reversed, okay? This is the Eight of Wands. This is communication or a download. See, lately this has been working as a download, like it's like spiritual information downloaded. Okay, so let me get the next one. This is Nine of Swords reversed. So this is being able to release that. Well, the nights of feeling tormented by your thinking, your processing. So being able to release that, being able to understand what everything meant, you know. And then I have the Six of... It's really interesting. Some of these are the same cards that Capricorn got. So I wonder if you're involved with a Capricorn. Six of Cups is about childhood, your childhood. See, childhood, and this is a whole puppet show. That childhood was not what you thought it was. That it was something that was pretend. Somebody's was. It's like what I thought it was wasn't really what it was. Because this is a puppet show, and this is like people performing, acting like there's something for the people on the outside. But really something different behind these curtains, right? So it's that illusion thing, right? Okay, so let's talk about this broken heart and the pain. Eight of Cups is walking away from it. Walking away from the emotional pain, from what no longer emotionally serves you. King of Swords says, King of Swords reverse is about not being... So this is somebody who is manipulating with their words and information. And this could very well be you, Aquarius, because it is air. But it's also very cutting, and so it could be abusive, but and very pushy. But you do it with words, Like the Queen of Swords reverse is like she should just take you down, but it's not necessarily mean. It sounds mean, but she's usually telling the truth. But this is about manipulation. The King of Swords reverse. It's about being separated and wanting to control. Okay, it's a whole different animal. So I don't know if this is something that you picked up because you were hurt and you're acting like this. So it might be, or somebody treated you like this. I don't know if somebody embodied this, but this is something that you're walking away from either way, either the behavior or somebody, you're allowing someone to treat you like that, okay? All right, so that was weird. Okay, so I have the Knight of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups reversed. So this is something that you realized was not a real commitment. This is, and you can't move forward in this because there's nothing left here. There's no love here. There's no commitment, okay? There's a lot of people processing a lot of stuff. Wow. It's so much stuff that I can hardly remember. I just have to watch the videos to remember everything that came through. Because it is like, just coming through. Okay. So, I think we've talked about with you, Aquarius, about the redirection of spirit, kind of redirects us when we're not in the right place to get on the right path. I've got some good stuff coming, so, if I could give you some advice here on the pain that you've gone through, look at it. Try to, if you can kind of not, I don't know, look at it that it's served, and somehow you're going to understand more. It's just me not understand it right now. That's what I keep hearing. Okay, so this is the Art Through the Eye of the Soul Oracle. Okay. Reveal the truth that has long been hidden. So, I have no idea what that means. Oh yeah, Angel of Truth. All right, so this is your downloads. She also has she has DNA right here in her hand. I don't know if you could see that. Can you see the twisting, the DNA? Okay, now this is something else. I didn't get that card, but there is stated that to break some of the family curses, not curses, or legacies, the dark ones, that some of the stuff has actually been encoded in our DNA because of the fear, like people hand down, generations hand down the previous generation's trauma. Okay, and this is a way to break through and clear that DNA. Okay, wow, I know it's big. So, but without going through all this, I don't think you would understand it. All the stuff here. I know that I wouldn't have understood if I hadn't gone through all that, because I understand it now. It's more than just wanting to clear it. What if you chose this mission to clear it? because, well, somebody had to do it. And you're the stag, so let's get this done, right? There's many things that we don't even understand that could really be in play here. So, Aquarius. Love you guys. We got some good stuff coming. Proud of the work. Take care. Bye-bye.